is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Second down and 3.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott
over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott saluting, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 30 yards. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Pettis now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
From the 29, Smith going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Geno down to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Prescott. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith.
Phillips has it running the out route.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Geno. Found his target. It's Anderson.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Smith. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go.
Again, Smith. And Shark calls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Smith.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott now. This complete to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott. Open man, here is Cobb.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Drop 50.
The final shot here before break. Smith.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important